Good evening, and I welcome you to this class of biology. Uh, Today we are looking at a topic called genetics. Okay, so these are the questions, examination questions that I've come with, so that we can discuss them. We can go through them and see how best we can answer questions from that topic, genetics. So, question number one. A couple who both have the sickle cell trait had a child with sickle cell. That is the statement. Then, one, explain using a fully labeled genetic diagram how sickle cell would be inherited by a child. Use letters H and H, the capital letter and the small letter, for the alleles. That is 5 marks. What is the chances of the child being sickle celled? Okay. So this one carries 2 marks. So now we are going to draw a genetic diagram which is going to tell us, okay, or which is going to help us answer the second question. Okay, so I think we can use this part of the board so that it can be visible to you as a learner. Okay, so how do we draw the genetic diagram? So the genetic diagram, since we are given the letters to use, in this case H, capital letter H and small letter h, these are the letters that we are going to pick. Okay, so we are going to say the first parent has got T, then times, then we have this second parent. Okay, so now these they are crossing. Now let us talk about the gametes. So these are parents, then gametes. Gametes, we have H, then we have small, then we have big H and small h. Okay, so now what to follow is the offsprings. Okay, the type of children which these two parents can have. So we are starting with this one. So the way we draw the genetic diagram, it goes like this. So this one will marry this one. Okay, and here, as you can see, we are going to have HH, the big letters. Then this one again, this same one is going to marry this one, and here we are going to have H. Okay, this is how we are marrying them. Okay, then we come to the second H, okay, or allele. This one is also going to come here, then join this one, and it will be HH. Then the last part going to be like this, HH. So these are offsprings. Offsprings. So now, there is something that I want to say on this genetic diagram that you have drawn. So looking at these two parents with the sickle cell trait, so here the small letter h representing the sickle cell. Okay, then the h, that is the normal. Okay, so the small letter h, even this side, I've already explained. So what is happening here is that the big H, which is the dominant gene, this big H is the dominant what? Gene. So this dominant gene is the one which was actually appearing, okay, to those two parents, okay, because it is the one which is dominant, it is dominating. Okay, so these two parents were unable to tell that they had sickle cell. Why? Because sickle cell was eaten, okay, by the recessive gene. The gene which physically appear to a human being is the one which is dominant, okay. So the recessive gene was eaten. So these two particular parents were actually unable to physically tell that they uh, they had what? The sickle cell. Now when they got married, okay, they got married with the trait of sickle cell. Let us look at now the offsprings, the children which are going to be born from them, okay, the children that are going to come out from them. So the first one is this one with the 2HH, which has got only the dominant gene, and this is actually called the homozygous genes, okay. They are homozygous genes because they are of the same type, okay. They are the same there, capital letter H, capital letter H. Then the second one, we have the dominant gene and the recessive gene. So this child had what? A trait of sickle cell, okay, because of the small h which is appearing there. But in actual sense, this child is normal physically, okay. But inside there is a trait of what? Sickle cell. Then the other one again, the other one same, okay. The other one same. Then the last one, HH. So the last one is the one who was now born with the sickle cell, such that even you and I as a human being, we are able to see that this child is sick. Is sick of what? This disease called sickle cell. Why? Because it has both small what? Small h representing the sickle cell. So this child now full-time sickle cell. Then these three, no sickle cell. 2 has got the trait of sickle cell. Okay, so now having identified that when these two parents who have got the traits of sickle cell got married, they actually produce, or they had children. They had 4 children, one with sickle cell, then the other one purely no sickle cell, then 2 with the traits of what? Sickle cell. This is what is happening. So it means we have answered this question. Okay, question 1. Explain using a free label genetic diagram how sickle cell would be inherited by a child. Use letters H and H for the RRS. So we have explained, and this is the child who was actually inherited sickle cell. So one child there. Then we come to, I think we can write here, child with sickle cell. This one, okay. Then next question, what is the chances of the child being sickle celled? So when you look at the genetic diagram, we only have 1, okay. So that will be 1/4, okay. So 1/4 times 100%, that will be 1/4. There are 4 children, 1, 2, 3, 4. So times 100%. Remember the chances. So when we multiply this, we are going to have 25%. Okay. So the chances of the child being sickle celled is 25% when 2 parents with the trait of sickle cell gets married. So the probability or the chances of having a child who is sickle celled is 25%. Okay, so it means we have answered the questions that we had given. Thank you so very much for following. If there is any question under genetics, you can ask. But the thing is, we are still moving with this same topic. So we are going to know a lot of things. So I'll sample questions from different past papers based on the same topic so that we can learn how to answer examination questions under genetics in different angles. Okay, thank you so very much once again. See you in the next class.